Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another session of Super Sundays. This is a third installment. Our mission is to support small businesses, micro businesses, startups, new business owners to kickstart their entrepreneurial journey. We support you with all the information, the latest trends, the basics, the advanced, all rolled into one so that you can get started on your entrepreneurial journey from here on. In the last two sessions, we have looked at how to market the gap. We have looked at how to document and how business plan becomes an important one at that. So let's start by putting all these ideas of ours into a document, and that's called a business plan. As I said last time, and if you were there in that session or you have watched the replays, you would have understood how important a business plan is. And there are a few very specific steps you need to take to create a business plan. Of all the things that are required in terms of a business plan, you always need you to be a part of it too. So today's topic is about why, who, what, and a why again. Now let me explain to you a little in brief as to what to expect in today's session. We said that business begins with an idea. We said that business was done by people for people. And the third thing is, we said that when it comes to business, you need to have a mindset of your own, an entrepreneurial mindset as we call. And I'm using a lot of jargon. I would like to make it a little more simplified. We need a mindset that's ready to take risks, make quick decisions, and support the business in every way that we can. When I talk about why, who, what, why, that's the beginning of our business plan. If I have to make a business plan, maybe it's for the business, maybe it's just to monitor the business, maybe it's just to share information with my stakeholders, or maybe just do fundraising. You and the business are the starting point of the business plan. Now let's try to get each of these questions answered so we know exactly what goes into that beginning step of creating a business plan. As I said before, and I always say, business plan is not something that you put just here. Keep it in your heart. It has to be documented in black and white. It has to be there on paper for us to make sure that we have a document which we can share with others, which we can go back and review, which we can monitor the success of it as we go into the business. So the first why. The first why actually answers the query of who we are and why we are doing that business. Because anybody, as a matter of fact, would want to know why you want to start this business. There's so many players with the same service or maybe the same product in the market. So why are you making an attempt to be one of those? How do you answer that question? Why? Why I am doing this business? A lot of people always say we want to help others, and maybe that is the best premise we can have to start a business, because you've seen a gap in the market, or somebody requires this service, somebody requires this product, or somebody and to make life easy for someone to do their business, or maybe this has a particular demand in the market. That is the reason I'm doing business. When I say I give the reason of why I want to be in the business or why I'm doing this particular business, This premise of answering this particular question takes you a long way, because that will give you the mission, the values, the vision, the philosophy, the entire crux of why the business was actually started. And being a business owner, it gives you that little bit of extra edge in understanding what business actually you're doing, how you want to do it, and how you want to help people. Hi Priya, welcome. It's nice to have you here in my session, and I hope that your session would be a crowning glory to what I have to say today. So the first question is why, and that concerns you as a business owner. Now let's talk a little bit in depth when it comes to your product or service, when it comes to your target market, and when the question arises as to why a customer or a client should come to you. Because if these three pertinent questions are answered, then you have a lot of things sorted out. It becomes the basis of your marketing plan, your sales strategy, your operations, your team. It becomes the foundation of your entire business. It becomes the crux of your marketing communication. So if you can ask these three particular questions in maybe a short descriptive way and add it to your business plan, that will take you a long way. By the way, before we actually get to the business plan, you have already done your market intelligence, your due diligence as to why, what needs to be done in business and why you're doing it. So now is the documenting part, and you have to be very clear about what words you use in this document, because those will be the ones that Kishore might pick up for his SEO. Your content marketer might pick up to draft the message, the communication message. The brand analyst, the brand specialist might pick up those words to draft your vision, mission, and brand promise. So when you are drafting answers to these queries, make sure that you use the right words to depict and denote what your business is all about. So let's get by starting with the first question. Who? Who are the beneficiaries of your business? Now the beneficiaries can be your entire organization, its stakeholders, and all those people who come in direct contact or indirect contact of your business. But if I have to draft a vision, if I have to draft a mission, that I try to look at the immediate ones, and those will be our customers. In any business, the customer is there. That's the reason the business is there. Just imagine if you didn't have customers, what is the purpose of the business? Priya is asking a very pertinent question. Who are the beneficiaries of the business? A beneficiaries of the business, right from the owner, right even to your office boy, is a beneficiary of a business. A business creates revenue for the business to be dispersed as salaries, to stakeholders to disperse as revenue for them, to the client who's you're using your product or service. So this entire ecosystem of people who are in direct relation to your business, who benefit from it, are the beneficiaries of the business. In marketing or branding parlance or business parlance, we try to use the word stakeholders. Yeah, but I would like to use the word beneficiaries, because benefits are something that we try to get out of each business transaction that we do, be it monetary, be it emotional, be it in kind. Yeah, it's the benefits that we talk about. So when we come to the question of who, the who is each and every beneficiary. But in the entire ecosystem of these beneficiaries, you have the target customer, the audience that you look at. Those can be the immediate ones, and those that can be a reason for why the business is being run or transacted. When we talk in the marketing scope, we talk about market, the number of clients, the types of clients that a business offers their product or service. We talk about segmentation, that means what kind of target market or audience that is available geographically, in terms of demographics, in terms of psychographics. And then we talk about those advanced, intense, deeply niche market where we know exactly what they do, how they eat, how they look, how they manage themselves, or what kind of life they lead. To that in-depth analysis can be done of a target market audience. Now, when in marketing, we use target market, audience, client, customer in the same sphere as we would talk about any of these words interchanged with the term client. That means for somebody who we are transacting business for. If I can actually dissect each of this part and get the right target audience, understand what it needs, then it's easier for the business to serve their purpose, to resolve their problems. And if I can be that clear, that specific of my activity relating to their problem and how it can be resolved, then you have a winning combination. The who actually answers the question is who, and it can be answered with one aspect, and that is the target market or the segment of people that you are transacting business for. The next question is what. The what actually comes from the fact on it's kind of a two-pronged thing. Yeah, one is the product and the service itself. What is my product? What is my service? What problem it resolves for my client or for my customer? If I can very confidently answer that question, that means I know exactly what activity I'm doing. Second part is how this problem or this issue that my client has can be resolved with this particular activity. So we now are talking about the benefits, we are talking about the processes. When we have the question what, product, service, that is the business that I am doing. The second level of what is the problem. What problem am I solving for the customer? And what can be done from my side to resolve that problem? That means a part of the business activity or the business processes come into the picture. If I can answer this question, that means I can actually pinpoint the right activity, the right benefits, the right processes for my businesses beforehand. Even before I get to my marketing, to my sales, and to my operations, I know as a business owner very confidently what is the activity, how it's going to help my customer, and what I need to do to make sure that this activity really helps my customer. The third question is again a why. Now, this why is for the business and its customers. This why will give you that one differentiator that you require to stand out in the market. For example, let's take Kishore. Kishore has digital marketing services that he offers to his clients. But he has very well differentiated himself from the rest by phrasing just one statement: 700% ROI. Now tell me, how many digital marketing agencies have you actually seen who commit in their brand promise 700% ROI? None, right? Why is the differentiator that makes you stand apart from the crowd? You can call it your USP. You can call it the reason why clients come to me. It can be something that nobody else in the market provides except you. And that makes you stand out. Now, once we've answered these three pertinent questions of who, what, and why, I think 50% of a business owner's job is actually done. Because now, if he can document this and hand it over to his marketing team, they can draft the right communication message. They can draft the right marketing content. They can draft the right image for your brand. These are the things that you need to know as a marketing person, even before a marketing team actually gets into the works. And you as a business owner, you might not yourself draft the marketing message, but to give instructions to your team, to give that image, that idea, a form, these questions have to be answered. These three questions become the basis of the vision of the company, the mission of the company, and the values and philosophy it carries through. Because this value and philosophy all put together, the vision and mission put together, are the founding stones for your business. They are the ones that will get your communication out into the market, that will get people knowing you as who you want to be known as. As a marketing person, many a times people come to us to create their vision and mission statements. And we give them options, many options. You need to do this, do this, do this. But before that, we need to ask you these particular questions, and we ask them the who, what, why. And when we draft the vision, they have one question to ask. Why is my vision limited? I want to be the best in the industry. I want to achieve the pinnacle of success. Why can't I just be that? Why do you always attach that time frame to it? Now let's take the literal meaning of vision. Vision is somewhere I want to reach. That's my goal. And when goals are time bound, that's when they become measurable. That's when they become tangible. That's when they become achievable. That's when they become relevant. Right? So if I can give a time frame to my vision, it changes the entire communication throughout the organization. You don't have to tell each one what we are going to achieve in maybe 3 years' time, in 5 years' time, or in 10 years' time. So make your vision that's time bound. Make your vision that shows the impact of your business on your client. Make a vision that states who actually are the clients, or as I call the beneficiaries. From the vision, you translate it to a mission, because mission becomes the how. How are you going to achieve your vision, right? When it comes to a mission or a mission statement, if you have answered the first three questions I asked you to, that's the who, what, and why, your mission statements becomes much easier to draft. Your mission statement will tell you what activity you're doing, what impact are you having, or what are you achieving for your client, and what is the premise of your business. That means what are the values it stands by. There's one brand in Dubai which I really love to quote when it comes to drafting their mission statement. And I would actually like to take the name of that organization, and that's Esther Medical. Esther Medical, if you go to any of their outlets or clinics, you will see a frame with their values and their mission statement up there in big and bold. And you won't believe what their mission statement is. First of all, they have put the 6 values of the organization which they stand by. And that's excellence, compassion, integrity, respect, passion, and unity. These are the 6 values that they stand by. These 6 values are incorporated in their mission statement. Let me read out that mission statement verbatim. It says, inspired by the vision of the legions as part of our DNA, we strive to provide quality healthcare at affordable cost to our patients, consistently trying to deliver our brand promise. We will treat you well. They, in their entire mission statement, have incorporated the values of the legions. When I say values of the legions, if you see the way their values are displayed, for each of the values, they have put an image and a quote of a well-known personality. The excellence with a quote from Albert Einstein. For the compassion, a quote from Mother Teresa. For integrity, a quote from Nelson Mandela. For respect, a quote from Mahatma Gandhi. For passion, a quote from Steve Jobs. And for unity, a quote from His Highness Sheikh Mohammed. And those make the vision of the legions. They've very well incorporated that in their mission statement with their activity as well, saying we provide healthcare at affordable cost. And who are the beneficiaries? The patients that walk into Esther clinics. So this is how a mission needs to be drafted. It should have your values, it should have your activity, it should have what you achieve for your clients. And to support this entire premise, make it a little bit of with a vivid imagery of the right usage of words. They said consistently delivering, trying to deliver, provide quality healthcare, affordable, lot of adjectives and verbs. A mission statement, usually we see a lot of mission statements that are just one statement. A mission statement can never be just one single statement unless you have to be very specific with the words. So don't try to push a mission statement into one statement. It can be about 2 to 3 sentences, and that's fine. But if it can carry these 4 parameters, it holds true to your organization and it will convey the right image and message to your clients. This is what happens in the first step of creating a business plan. We spoke about answering the questions who, what, /how, and why. This leads to us deciphering or drafting our vision statement and our mission statement. Now let me just run a bit of on the aspect of values and philosophy. Because a lot of business owners I see are a little confused with what values and philosophy really mean in terms of business. Philosophy is actually the premise as to why you are running the business. So if you have answered the question why I'm doing this business, Yeah, your philosophy is already taken care of. It just needs to be worded right. But the values is something you really, really need to sit down, brainstorm with your team, and put in all those words that you think your potential customer or client should feel about you. I offer quality services is not good enough of a value. I offer affordable services is not enough of a good value, because those, in terms of building up the USP of your company, the differentiator of your company, are not enough. But if I say that I can give you excellent services to eliminate or resolve your particular problem, you can trust me. I want to be known as trustworthy. I want to be known as punctual. I want to be known as prompt. Those are the words that can actually build up your values. Those are the words that can actually build up now your content, that can actually help to create or draft those statements by which you can actually make or create your brand promise. Those are the values we're talking about. For example, if I have to talk about the brand Anupama, I want to be known as dependable. I want to be known as prompt. I want to be known as a go-getter. And those values are just not words for me, and should not be even just words for my client, but they should be consistently supported by actions, by behavior, by habits. And that's how businesses build over time. I can say I am a reputable business, but that reputation comes with time. It doesn't happen with a snap of a finger. Remember, Rome was not built in a day. It was built brick by brick over years and years by its visionary leaders to make it what it was, or it is, or it should be. Same way for the business. If you want a successful business in 3 years' time, then you need to start now building that reputation based on those value words, on those value statements that you make, and put them in practice day in and day out, so that tomorrow your marketing team can just pick up those statements, create wonderful content, and pass it on to your clients. And when they see that, they see whatever you talk, you walk, you write it, and you actually act on it. Today, I want to leave you with this thought, that businesses are just not built with words. I might draft a fantastic vision statement, a fantastic mission statement, fantastic values and philosophy for my business, but it's just the first step. There's a lot more work to be done, and moreover, a lot to be put into practice what I actually put on paper. With this, I leave you for today till we meet next time with another of very pertinent aspect of the business plan, and that is the marketing strategy. But before that, do not forget to tune in again to our Digital Marketing Dubai group at 18:30 hours to listen to Priya giving her insights on branding and marketing, because maybe that becomes our stepping stone to our next session. So please log in at 6:30 GST, that's Dubai time, for all of you. And let's meet next week, same time, 2 o'clock, Sunday afternoon, with another insightful session of Super Sundays. Bye.